Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
I am on a higher surface.
Oh, here's Gingy's.
What? Oh.
I live on a higher plane.
You want some?
I'm on a higher plane of existence than most everybody else in this world.
Whatever.
Hey.
Y'all trying to get my drink.
It's all circumstantial.
Sometimes circumstantial evidence is all that it takes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
That being said, hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. Why do I feel like it's exceptionally bright in here? Every light is on.
I do have every light on because
light in
I
the
was doing
house
some
is
cataloging earlier. So
Can
I
we-
had...
Can we turn off the overhead
Going
light?
back to like college music days.
I was
actually.
No, leave that light on. Let's turn off the overhead.
Yeah, alright, here Steph, can you hit the switch behind you?
Bo, I really don't
There we go.
Is that better?
That is good.
Does
I
that
like
set the mood for you?
That is mood
You
setting.
feel a little bit better?
That is mood setting.
I really don't want Bo's ass
That's
in my
mood
face.
setting right there.
So, anywho, let's hopefully Bo doesn't like knock over the microphone or anything.
Both set.
I am Marcus. I am your clueless leader. We are going to go on a learning journey today. Have you never noticed that I say that before?
Oh, you do.
So, we're going to go on a learning journey today. Let's go around the room and see who we have with us. Today we do have the Miss Muffin.
Hey, y'all.
We also have the always lovely Miss Stephanie.
Hey there.
So, we had a couple episodes there where she was there,
Yes.
but she wasn't like there.
She was in the house and she was nearby, but she decided to go take a nap instead of record with us. Because honestly, I mean, if you think about it, she listens to us talk about this crap all the time.
Yes.
So
I mean,
she
that's
doesn't
true.
need to be here when we record, talking about the same thing that we normally talk about.
Yes.
She was tired of us. She wanted, honestly, if you could just take me away, she'd be a lot happier.
If you don't know who that voice is, that is Daniel.
Hey there.
And we have a new guest on the podcast tonight.
God.
No-show Jones himself,
Yeah.
Lewis.
What up?
Where have you been?
The only people that know are dead.
International man of mystery.
Yeah.
So you've been hanging out with COVID patients.
With this gun in my hand. Cannot say.
It's so whittle.
It's a cap gun, though. That's the problem. If it was anything more powerful than that, it'd knock you over.
That's why I'm back.
Poor little guy.
Bo, sit down.
Anyways, so a couple things before we get started. So what we're going to talk about today is going to translate into
Trying to sit on Heather.
to next week's episode.
Yes.
So next week's episode is going to be the reaction to Harley's launch for Faster and Further coming out on the 26th. So I'm going to be at work. I'm going to see it at work. But Lewis and Daniel are going to watch it later and give their reaction. We're going to watch it on the podcast. But also, you know what episode that will be?
60.
No.
Wow, you're wrong.
She's like,
He's... Yeah, you're off.
Am I?
Yeah.
We're like 52.
52.
Oh.
You know what that means if an episode comes out every week?
We've done a full year.
That'll be our 1 year anniversary.
That will be our 1 year anniversary episode.
Oh.
So I'm working on trying to get a special guest on that episode. Hopefully it works out.
I'll be here.
So a special guest on that episode.
I'm
Hopefully
busy.
it works out. I'm not talking about you either. I would like for you to be on the 1 year episode, Mr. Assisting Founding Member of the podcast.
As he sips
As
his
it
beer.
says nothing.
It's like the Kermit the Frog meme. That is him. He is the Kermit the Frog sipping his tea.
Yep.
But it's old
It's a curse.
redneck Lewis drinking a curse.
Try.
Anyways, So on today, what we're going to talk about, what are you staring at? My raspberry twisted tea?
Yeah, I had a lot of thoughts going through my mind on that.
It's delicious, actually.
They actually are pretty good.
Hope you enjoy it.
No, try some of that. So anyways.
No.
I've got some good scotch behind you if you want to try that.
That'd be fine.
On today's episode, kids, what we're going to be talking about, since we don't know, for those of you that may listen to this that work at a dealership, you understand, okay, exactly what I'm talking about. We don't know what's coming out on Wednesday the 26th.
No.
We can speculate, but we don't know. Harley doesn't tell us. I will find out maybe some little bits of information, possibly the day before, but a lot of times what they give you might not be any more than what I already know.
Yeah.
Like they might be like, I'm trying to think, like they could show like the 117 engine, and it's like, okay, the 117 engine already exists. What's so special about the 117? But that's it, because like with the Sportster, with the teaser stuff for the Sportster, it was literally a side view of like the gas tank with the top of the motor, and it's
then you got like one of the exhaust.
Well,
and then,
but
like,
the thing was we'd already seen the whole bike at the International Motorcycle Show.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as I saw that exhaust for that bike, I was like, yeah, I've seen this one before, and I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, so that was the thing about it. It was honestly we don't know. They don't tell us, and I don't blame them for that, because there's no telling what some dealers would do if they had information early.
Well, I think that puts everybody on a level playing field. Yeah, as far as dealership networks go, if you give one dealer the information prior, they're going to have certain customers that can come in and that have that liquidity that they could make certain pre-orders.
Well,
and try to get better allocation or things like that. And, I don't think it's
here's
fair.
what I wish that the motor company would do. Which, I mean, once again, I can't necessarily fault them for it, because the motor company's job is to sell motorcycles.
Yeah.
But like when that video comes out, it's going to be available to everybody to immediately watch it. I wish it was released on a dealer secured network, so for like a week or 2 weeks or however long, to see the video, you could only go to a dealer to watch it.
Yeah, that'd be a cool marketing technique.
I think that'd be a lot better. But, there's a lot of people that can't make it to the dealership. Like you just talked about, me and Lewis probably are not going to be able to make it to the dealership that day to watch the video there.
Yeah, but like I said, if they had it on a dealer secured network where we had it for 2 weeks, I could literally just have it going on a loop. So anybody that came in the dealership, people could go, oh, I'm going to go by the dealership just to see the video, because I know they have it playing on a loop on the TVs.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I wouldn't even say 2 weeks. I'd say a week. Give it so that the people that really want to know can see it, but there still needs to be some sort of big grand opening type display, like when it comes out, which gathers that attention. Because if everybody knows prior to an event, kind of loses that.
Well, the thing about it is like for us and many dealerships, we'll do something. We're going to have lunch for people that can make it to the dealership, and we're going to have this premiere of this video and those types of things, so the customers can come and they can eat lunch with us and sit down and watch the video and enjoy the excitement with us, and immediately go ahead and ask some questions about things, because there's things that we might not have hands-on experience with, but we might have a little bit better idea than the general population, because honestly we are considered to be the experts in the industry about this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So if they did something, say they were all of a sudden you had a bike with a 131 from the factory, they could go, well, what's that like? Well, I don't know, but hang on, let me grab you a tech that's rode a bike with a 131, and he can tell you first-hand experience of what that motor's like.
Oh, yeah.
So...
What was the video last year? Like, what did they come out with last year?
Sportster. The last video they did was a Sportster
Didn't they
video.
do something similar with a revival, too?
No, it was just pictures. Was a revival.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The last video they did was the Sportster and the video before that was the Pan America.
Oh, yeah.
So, do we think that they're coming out with a new bike?
So, that leads me to this. The setup for what this episode is the setup essentially for what the next episode will be. What we're going to discuss today is what we hope to see.
Speculation. It's all speculation. We know nothing.
What we hope to see.
Not just about motorcycles, just in general.
Well, and these opinions are coming from me,
Idiots.
who I've been in the industry for a while. Muffin, who's been around the industry and actually worked at a dealer for a while. Lewis, who's been around the industry and is a Harley owner. And then Stephanie and Daniel, who are motorcycle enthusiasts and have been to the dealership but haven't really been around the Harley Davidson brand a whole lot.
I've been around other brands, just not Harley Davidson.
Correct. So basically what we're going to talk about is what we hope is coming down the pipeline. Not necessarily just what we're going to see next week.
Yeah.
Or when people are listening to this 2 days from now.
On Monday.
Yeah, but what we are hoping, and I'm going to shorten it to 24 months. So model year 22, model year 23. Okay? Not diving into 2024. Realistically, what would you hope to see the motor company come out with?
Okay.
That's kind of where we're going to go.
I think we should go around the room a little bit. Lewis, what do you think that Harley needs to bring out?
We'll go with your first thought.
Yeah.
Well, you want to see.
We're just going to stick with one.
So, first one is the 1250 in a bagger.
Yeah.
So Rev Max bagger.
The new
Rev
Rev
Max.
Max
Yes.
engine.
Yeah.
Rev Max bagger. Absolutely.
But I told you my opinion on that.
Yeah.
Why you're not going to see that in the next 24 months.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, I've told you my opinion, like the rest of the world has heard it.
Just listen to Marcus when he's talking in private conversation.
Yes.
Private conversation.
Well, and yeah, I mean, the thing is, and the reason why I would like to see it, based off our conversation we had this week, when you have a big drop like that, when you have a big presentation of this is what we're going to do, this is something new. We've talked a lot about putting the 131 in a bagger. Well, that's not really anything new.
No.
I mean, let's face it. It's just another M8 in another bagger.
It's a new engine as far as being available from the factory in a factory bike. No, but you can buy it.
You've been able to buy it for 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
So that really is not cause for pageantry and fanfare. I mean, that's. No. I'm sure it's going to be fast. It's going to be torquey. It's going to be a lot more than the bike can really handle, anyways. And it's going to look cool, especially when you pull up a bike now. You've got the 131
big
badge
logo
on the side.
Yeah, the big logo.
But for me,
it's a 132.
And this is the opinion that I expressed to you guys. We've got this golden nugget, this jewel, sitting on the assembly line right now, which is the Rev Max, and seeing that start to platform across all makes and models, would be insanely cool.
Well, the reason I don't think you're going to see it in a bagger in the next 2 years is my opinion, and it's kind of my understanding. They haven't really said it this way, but with the launch of the Sportster S having a Rev Max motor, I would assume the whole Sportster line will be replaced by Rev Max powered motorcycles. And that includes whether they end up coming out with,
I don't think they're going to get rid of the 883 though.
Well, but that was the thing. They had, when they first brought out or didn't actually bring it out, when they first started this whole thing, what was it, like 19? 8, maybe 18? when we first saw stuff about the Bronx and the Pan
yeah.
America
Oh, yeah.
and the Sportster and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which at the time I don't think they were calling it Sportster. It was like the Custom Cruiser, the Cafe,
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
different names.
the Bronx,
Yeah.
Well, they
and,
kept changing the styling on it too.
and I think the Pan America. I think at that time they still did.
Yeah.
Were calling it the Pan America.
Yeah, they were.
A couple of those were like in a 975 trim.
yeah.
So you don't have to have a 883 if
Yeah.
they bring out a 975.
True.
Yeah.
If they bring it down to a 975, but I think the problem is with the RevMax engine, the 1250 that they're putting in the Pan. I don't think that engine would work in a bagger style motorcycle. Now, for us,
If I was
for-
to see a
for the-
RevMax and a bagger, I would like to see it as like a 1450.
Yeah, well, that's what
A
I'm
bigger
saying. Like for
displacement.
like a 1500 or something bigger
Yeah.
than that. For us, it would be fine. But I think the way that engine delivers its power, the way it delivers its torque, is not what the typical Harley bagger buyer is used to. And that's going to be a brand new motorcycle that's not going to get the same type of following that the traditional M8 Harley.
And, well, and I 100% agree with you.
So that's what I'm saying. So they're starting it out with the Pan and the Sportster.
Well, and that's a brilliant thing because
Yeah.
the new rider will be used to the RevMax.
Well, here's the thing.
You got to slowly transition Bill
Yeah.
into a new bike.
And I think... I think that's what...
Bill
they're
will
doing.
not make it past the M8.
No.
No,
No.
no, no.
The M8 came out 4 years ago. If Harley stays on the path like they've had, we're talking 17 years or so.
yeah, well, Harley
Of
Harley
an
typically
engine
does.
platform.
What is it? It's about a 20-year.
It's a
It's
20
somewhere
years
between
span.
15 and 20 years
per
on an engine
main,
platform.
for main engine.
So
Yeah.
we're talking about potentially another 10 to 15 years of the M8.
Yeah. More
Which
likely.
I think is an awful, awful idea.
Which,
and I'll tell
which
you,
means Bill's not going to make it to another engine platform.
Bill should be
No.
on an Evo if we're all just being. Bill in an Evo would get along just fine. That'd be right up his alley. But no, what you said is exactly correct, and I think that's exactly what would be holding us back.
Yeah.
Is the fact of Harley has always kind of gone off what they did before. Right now is a prime opportunity, and they're doing it in a lot of ways. In more ways
I think it's
than
something that
a
they've
few.
got to slowly transition into because look at most of Harley's engines and they're torque first V twins.
But
That,
that
I mean,
Rev
they make
Max,
power, but
that Rev Max makes a shit ton of torque. Though.
well, it does, but it makes more horsepower than torque.
What is a
this
shit ton of torque?
I mean, I don't know what the numbers are, but
91.
when I rode,
Is it 91? I thought it was over 100.
No, it's 91 foot-pounds
Yeah.
of torque.
I mean,
Seriously?
The horsepower.
No, the torque's 91.
Yeah, at the crank.
That's it?
At the Pan America, at the crank, it's 150 horsepower and 91 foot-pounds of torque.
yeah. So when I rode the
My
Pan America,
1999
Or 94 foot-pounds of
ZRX
torque.
makes more torque.
well, the thing is,
Where does your ZRX make the torque at?
4,500 RPM.
That Pan America's probably making it
oh, I mean,
lower.
it's such
Yeah, probably.
it is such a good motor. I mean, it pulls everywhere. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
it's a great bike for it's really. I mean, in the Pan America, let's face it, it is a touring motorcycle, right? It
Well,
has the ability to go off.
And I'm never going to disagree with you because keep in mind, I mean, I have probably somewhere between 500 and 700 miles on a Pan America.
yeah.
So I've got saddle time in. I've got
So it
long
may-
rides.
it
I've got
makes-
short rides. I've
it-
got all kinds of traffic conditions.
You know,
Okay, all right,
it does
your
go.
opinion.
It does go really well with the style that we would ride. So if we had Rev Maxes in our baggers now,
Yeah.
how cool would that be to be able to use that motor and the
It would
way
have to have more torque.
I don't think it would.
You're talking about 300 pounds more for a bagger.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
Weight wise.
weight wise,
Yeah.
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 The bagger weighs 300 pounds more, and I'm going to tell you now, although the torque comes in sooner
It's
because of being a V
delicious.
twin, you still have to be in it to get your torque out of it. Where with me, I don't.
Yeah. Well, and that's something traditional.
It's a whole lot easier to cruise on my bike than it is the Pan America.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways it would, but
But that's what
the
I
way
say.
we ride,
The Pan America is
It
a
would be
horsepower
awesome.
first bike. Like that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to get at. The Pan America is a horsepower first bike, whereas opposed to the traditional Harley is a torque first. You get that big jump from 1,000 to 3,000 RPM, and then it kind of falls off. Pan America's not that way. So trying to get the traditional...
Why did you say 3,000 RPM?
Well, yeah, for most stock Harleys.
No, about 45.
Okay.
They climb pretty solid up to about 45. Yeah. When you cam it out is when you start, like with me.
Yeah.
You start getting that curve bumps up closer to about 6 before it drops off.
Well, I was just kind of being general for the past 20 years.
It's actually rather shocking. Like, if you get out and, like, actually put some miles on, like, his bike, which for the most part is stock, because it's got stock cam and everything in it, how far that torque curve goes. I mean,
it goes to 4 and then completely stops.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but at 3,800 RPMs, it's still pulling.
I rode Bill's bike, and about 3,000, 3,500, it kind of just fell flat on its face.
Well, that's because Bill's bike has so much carbon buildup from not getting twisted that high. You have to chug it out.
I mean, trust me, I twisted that throttle. I
want to go back real quick, just because I felt like I needed to mention this. When you said the perfect bike for Bill was an Evo, because the very first thing I pictured in my head was Bill walking out to his motorcycle on bike night going, "It's too cold to ride the bike night," and his bike going, "You're absolutely right. Take your car." That's an Evo.
A trike kit on FXR. That's Bill right there.
Honestly,
we could do it.
The perfect bike for Bill is to buy Stephanie so I can buy Stephanie a better bike. And he can buy that trike too.
Oh, man.
I'm sure he will.
Well, that's what he's looking at. So
yeah.
Well, so what would be the appropriate torque numbers on that motor for it to be in a bagger?
I think once again, I think
you're gonna have to get over 100.
I think if you bumped it up to like a 1450, you would have a bike that would probably be about 110, 115 foot-pounds of torque, and that's if you could get your torque kind of worked in, because a factory torque is like 90, okay, or somewhere between 85 and 90, but that's also at like 2,500 RPMs. Mm-hmm. So if you can get it to where, say it has 110 to 115, and you're kind of at 2,000, you're in that 80 to 90 range on your torque, and it builds up.
Yeah.
But what does like a 107 or a 103 or a 14 have now?
They're right around that 100 mark.
On torque?
Yeah.
No, an M8 is about 90 on torque.
Okay. I thought they were a little bit more than that.
Mm-hmm. So we're about
Factory.
the same.
Factory. No, you're about 5 to 7 less.
Well, I'm talking about the Rev Max is 90, right?
Versus
the M8 that's 90.
Yes, but the M8, like I said, the torque curve starts sooner.
Yeah, it starts about 2,500 pounds or 2,500
but also
revs later.
But your difference there is the positioning of the V-twin. There's several little tiny factors. I mean, if you get out, okay, and you go ride a Pan America and a Ducati and an RC and...
I'm thinking like an MT-10.
An Aprilia, an MT-10s, all these V-twin liquid-cooled motorcycles, okay, all relative within inside of 100 cc's of each other. All of them come in differently because all of them are different angles. That completely changes everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that the angle of your V-twin,
Ducati makes an L-twin.
your 90-degree V-twin, your crank pin position, all that stuff, that all affects everything.
Right. I still like the fact that, I mean, getting horsepower.
Donut came out with a Rev Max video.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it yet, but that has a great explanation of why those torque things are different, because where he's talking about doing on a regular motor, doing like a 405-degree rotation for your second fire versus with a Rev Max where it's like a 460-degree rotation with your second fire.
Yeah. I still think it'd be great in a bagger. I said, especially the way we ride and the way a lot of people ride.
I agree with you.
I don't think it'll be long till you see one, though.
No.
I
mean, somebody's building a Rev Max FXR right now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember who it is. V-Twin Visionary. No, V-Twin Visionary showed it. Literally, they have a FXR frame that they've cut and they're fixing it so that it's. I don't know if it's just going to have like rubber supports underneath it or whatever, but they're mounting it up top, just like the Rev Max does. Because that's the thing, the Pan America and the Sportster are not on essentially a frame. The engine
they're a stress member.
The engine is the stress member. You have
something that
a front
Japanese
end and a
manufacturers
rear end.
figured out in the 90s.
Unfortunately, they didn't keep doing it like crazy though.
You talking about every sport bike the engine's a stress member.
No,
They don't have cradle frames anymore. Most of them don't have cradle frames.
you talk about in the 90s.
No, I'm talking about now.
Yeah, now in 2022.
Yeah, well, I said they started doing it
In
in the
like
90s.
no, dude, I'm talking about like in 2015. You had Japanese motorcycles that still had full cradle frames.
No, I'm not saying
Not
all
cradle
of them.
underneath.
That's a cradle frame.
So no, you can still have. So the Pan America doesn't do that. You actually essentially you have a subframe that holds their front end on, and you have a rear subframe, like not even like Ducati does. Like
So-
there's nothing between the front and back except for the engine.
if there is not a frame between the engine and the front wheel, that means there's not a cradle frame.
So I get what you're talking about.
That's generally
The
that's
general
what they-
concept idea of a cradle frame. Yes. I'm talking about like what race bikes do though. Okay.
Okay.
There's nothing that connects the rear to the front
Correct.
except for the engine.
That is correct. That is a true stress member engine.
Correct.
But
that is not what
for street
most of your
motorcycles-
Japanese motorcycles do.
For street motorcycles, it's a little bit different because race motorcycles are not made for longevity. They are made for the 15 to 20 laps that they're going to do on the track, and then they get fully rebuilt. Now I'm talking about a street motorcycle that doesn't have typically what they refer to it is a cradle frame where the frame actually comes
It's cradled underneath. Yes.
Yeah, it's cradled underneath, and the engine sits on top of the frame, or it's a stress member, which means it's attached in multiple points.
Right, but like with Honda, like if you go back to the CBR where it has the full frame that runs front to back, and then you have the subframe that your seat and everything attaches to. Although they say the engine is a quote unquote stress point, it's not a stress point.
No, it's just kind of sitting within the frame.
Correct.
Well, that's because you have that tubular frame that goes around the engine, and it
Correct.
sits that way.
Correct.
But that was their change, saying that the frame, because if you look at the previous generation of Hondas, you look at the 1980s versions, everything from the triple tree down, frame underneath the engine, and that's the engine bolted down. It doesn't bolt to the side, it bolts down.
Well, so some of those, although it had the quote unquote frame that ran underneath the engine, is still what they've been bolted there. You would have literally just like a rubber support that it was sitting on.
But they still consider that as a cradle.
Well, you could remove that
Yeah.
metal and it would
I
still be
wouldn't.
fine.
Have you seen how much those bikes flex? No, thank you. That frame was needed.
I tell you though,
I like to live.
I'll show it to y'all later, but if you look up a Pan America frame,
Yeah.
it's a gorgeous looking frame. You talk about a beautiful trellis frame.
Well, you start talking about trellis frames, you're talking about Ducati, and that's ooh.
You should
Ooh,
see it.
Some pasta rocket Italian
Dude,
sexiness.
we're talking about Harley Davidson Pan America frame is a
You're gonna turn me
true
on.
true stress member
Yeah.
trellis frame design.
Which, honestly,
You're gonna bust a nut looking at pictures of the Pan America frame.
just keep that to yourself, sir. We are being
Sir.
recorded right now. Sir,
So, anyways,
I want the Bronx.
okay. I was about to say we've only gotten through Lewis. Let's go to the next person.
I'm actually going to say something similar to what Lewis said. I want the RevMax engine in a similar format, like we just talked about, where they were making it in that 900 to 975 cc range. Do that in kind of like a Harley used to put out the Street 750.
They made it a 500 too.
They made it in a 500. They made it in a 750. Put the RevMax, detune it to a 900 or an 850, something like that. I think that kind of takes.
But do you want the street style or do you want a Bronx?
I want a Bronx, but I'm saying
Because
like,
a Bronx is a street fighter.
Yes. Well, I was going to say, in the way that Buell used to do their design on motorcycles,
Yeah.
RevMax, Buell chassis. I think a Street Fighter that's going to fight right there with that MT-07, MT-10.
Yeah.
I think that would just capture a lot of the market looking for. Maybe I don't want an SV650. That's a little bit too underpowered for me. But I don't want to go up to.
I think if they,
Ducati price.
I think if they drop the Bronx, it's going to be a killer. You're going to start.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Well,
Just like the Pan America did, is bringing in new customers to the dealership.
Oh, absolutely.
The Bronx will do the same
That
thing.
market
I think if
right
they
now,
make the Bronx like an actual V-twin naked sport bike, that's going to be.
Are you showing them a picture of the Bronx?
yeah, well, it's like a supposed. I don't know.
Let me see what you
it's
got.
supposed.
Yeah, there. Let me see your phone real quick. There was another one that I had saw.
So you're right, because you think
I
about
think
how
that's
many
going to capture a market.
how many MT-07s and 9s and 10s do you see on the road almost every day?
That 273-degree crank, every single
Dude,
goddamn day.
that is such a huge market to go after.
But see, I think the thing is, people are looking at like this is what people are looking at. There's like Yamaha makes a V-twin super bike.
Yeah, there's another one.
in
There's
the
a black
MT10. I think that looks fantastic.
Just like that. Don't change
Yeah,
it.
no,
bring that
don't
out.
touch it.
Yeah, bring that out.
do that in about 2 different colors.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you're good.
But
You know what? 2 colors?
yellow.
Orange.
Nope. Black and orange.
Absolutely.
That'd be the only 2 colors you come up with, dude. That's all they need.
No,
Orange,
true,
orange
that-
because of Harley, and they do the orange with the whole the checkered board like the XR 750 style.
Yeah.
But
That is such a huge market to go after.
No,
you can do
I
the
really
black
think
with
it
the
is.
checkerboard and do the orange with the checkerboard.
Well, so if you come in between the price of the Yamaha and the price of the equivalent Ducati Monster or the whatever the next model up for the Ducati is, if you come in somewhere between those 2 prices, you are absolutely going to capture the market.
Yeah.
And that's where Harley needs to get. Because I think right now that is an underserved market. V-twin superbikes or V-twin sport bikes, naked bikes.
Hey, I'm going to
Harley.
pause you for 1 second.
So,
We're back running. We're back up.
all right.
Back running. Remember what you were going to say?
We'll talk about it later.
So anyway, the Bronx. Absolutely. Like I said, black, orange. Love it.
So, in case you can't tell, Marcus paused us in the middle of my rant, and then now we had to restart. That's why it sounds like I got cut off. That's
So sad.
exactly
We've
what
had 2
happened.
conversations since this rant. We can't figure out where we were.
It's actually the next day.
You are welcome.
It's the next
Sorry,
day.
it went on for about 45 minutes. He had to cut me off. I started talking about Jews and shit.
Don't let me go back to my Nazi.
Oh, God.
All right.
Okay.
So Marcus, what do you want?
We got 2 ladies in the room first.
Okay. Ladies,
What would you like to see from Harley Davidson?
I don't know.
She don't know.
I
a
don't know.
bike that I can afford for her.
Right, exactly.
A bike
Exactly.
around that $3,000 to $3,500 mark. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
that'd be great. I don't
Stephanie,
know.
that's all you're worth.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
No, I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, you don't really know a whole lot about the motor company,
Yeah.
I should say. So, I mean, I guess that's understandable. I mean, I know you like the cruisers, like the Fat Boy and stuff like that, the older generation Fat Boy.
Yeah.
Not the new Fat Boy that got even fatter. Although I do want to point out, if you haven't seen the wheels,
The wheels look so much
2022
better.
Fat Boy,
I think when they changed the Fat Boy a couple of years ago, I was like, man, that is a good looking bike. I'm never going to buy one. But
No.
have you seen the
it
wheels
is
on the
a
new
great-
one?
I have. And
Well, if you
it got
found one
even
for
better.
Not even
And
better.
guess what? I ain't ever going to buy it. But for the person that
You
likes the
found one
Fat
for
Boy,
like 4,000 or 5,000, you probably would.
yes, if I could sell it for 20, that'd be fantastic. But
If you found a new Fat Boy for 4,000 or 5,000, you could sell it for 20.
yeah, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
could go to jail because it's probably stolen. But
Probably. But
I think it's a great looking bike. I do. I'm not going to buy it because it's not really. It doesn't fit a need for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's with any of us. We all have certain demands and requirements of motorcycles that we buy. Obviously, me and you both have multiple motorcycles at this point that fill multiple needs.
Yeah.
Marcus, you're kind of on your own over here. You have one. You have a motorcycle.
I have a motorcycle that fills 90%,
But he does have Toyota.
that fills 90%
He
of
has
my
that
needs.
fills up
Hard
those-
body.
Yeah.
I have a motorcycle that takes care of 90% of my motorcycle needs.
Yeah.
The other 10% is fulfilled by a demo Pan America.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's very true.
But, I mean, that's not wrong. But that's what I'm saying. Like, me and Lewis both have multiple motorcycles. We have multiple styles of motorcycles between classic, modern. Obviously, I have a sport bike that Lewis doesn't have. But
Well, I would like to. So that's the thing. I would like to have a sport bike. So I would actually love to find Buell. Go back to finding like an XB9S or something like that. Don't give me that face. Or an XR 1200.
Okay, maybe it's not a sport bike, but yeah, they're cool. Okay.
So I would like to find something like that to add to the
Do
collection.
you want a sport bike? Because a guy was trying to trade me a CBR 600 for the V-Star. Do you want it?
Ugh.
Yeah, I'll just take the CBR.
Yeah, no, that's what I told him.
Gross.
He was like, "Well, if you give me a little bit of cash," I was like,
Come back
So-
with the RC51, we'll talk.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
Anyway,
we'll talk about that one, yeah.
we'll talk. We
We'll
will
definitely
talk.
talk about that
We
one.
will
We'll
talk.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Because they would stay the fuck in my garage.
I'll write it for you though.
We would write it for you.
So Heather,
Yes.
what would you like to see from the motor company?
See, I'm right there with y'all. I've been wanting the Bronx ever since I very first saw the
I think it'd be
concept
popular.
of it.
I think it'd be very
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, it meets a market need that's out there.
Yeah.
But it'd be perfect for someone like you that doesn't want the big bagger, doesn't want the big cruiser, that's trying to get into motorcycling and enjoy something. I don't want a Sportster because the Sportster name has kind of a reputation.
It's got
with
some
it.
stigma to it. I'm
Yeah,
not
if
gonna
we
lie.
bought a Bronx, buddy, she's getting a street line.
Hell,
I
I
don't
would
know
ride the
what you're
shit out of that
talking
straight
about.
line.
Well,
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but that's different. That's your situation because she would steal it when you're not riding it.
Exactly.
But that's
When
what
would I
I'm
not be riding it?
But I would want the Bronx in that fastback blue.
That would actually be a pretty
yeah.
good color.
That would be
Yeah.
a good color for
That
that.
would be a good color.
That would be a good color.
Yeah.
And that red line red.
See, I'm not a red person.
Well,
Yeah,
that red light red, when I
red.
saw that live video y'all did, I was like, ooh, that looks good.
That looks good.
That is a good color.
The blue and black road glide. That is also a very
That's very
nice
pretty. I do
motorcycle.
like that one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So,
Not bad at all. Yeah, I think the Bronx, if they drop it, would be great.
Yeah.
Can almost guarantee they are not.
They're not. Probably not. No.
No, they're not going to. but
so
I
here's the
wish they
thing:
would.
when they put the Bronx on hold, they did say it is on hold. They didn't say that it wasn't coming.
They did take it off the website. It
What
used
are
to
you
be on. It used to be on the Harley Davidson website. They used to have a little page that had.
Oh, the
Bronx.
future motorcycles.
future,
Yeah, it used
Yeah,
to be
but it
on-
also on the future motorcycles page also was the live wire while the live wire was in dealers.
Well, because they put that to a new brand.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have been on the
That's
same.
actually what's going to be
It
on
shouldn't
this
have been.
video. It's going to be the new live wire.
The new Livewire brand.
So, some stuff that we'll probably actually get.
Well, hang on, I hadn't talked, bro.
Yeah, I know, I'm staging you up. I'm setting up the punt.
She's setting you up.
Now,
I don't know what we're actually going to get.
Well, we're speculating, so.
Yeah.
Speculate.
Okay, let me put this out there
What
first.
we
We're
could get.
Let me put this out there first. What I want. Okay, I think my expectations might be a little bit closer to reality than other people's expectations. Okay, I don't think the Bronx is dead in the water. I don't think we're going to get it at this point in time. In the next 24 months, possibly. It could be a 2023 model.
I think it's going to be a 2024 bike.
I think it could
That's
be a
possible,
2023. I think it's going to be the next Rev Max bike that we get.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Now,
I agree
that
with that.
being said, when I say the next Rev Max bike, I mean unique Rev Max motorcycle. The other thing that I hope that we're going to see within the next 24 months is a smaller displacement Rev Max.
Yeah.
So maybe a smaller displacement Sportster, a smaller displacement Pan America,
I think that is their ticket.
smaller displacement.
So, you know, I've told you that I've been looking, semi-serious, for the 300L, right?
Yes.
250L.
Well, I'm not talking about that small.
Well, and I'm not either. But my thinking, though,
400.
is, okay, so I want kind of I'm not really looking for another street bike. I've got a garage full of street bikes. I want a dirt bike, though, that I can ride to the trail. So the Pan America gives you a lot of off-road capabilities. However, it is a big motorcycle.
Mhm.
But, like what you said, if you get that thing down to an 8, 9, maybe.
So,
depending on
well,
how you
here's
do
the
body
thing.
work.
Here's what's happening in the ADV world. Guys are selling their bigger ADVs, and they're going out and buying T7s.
Yeah.
Guys are selling GS 1250s that have started getting more and more into doing the off-road part of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're going out and buying T7s.
So they're figuring out
So
that that's a
I
huge
think
motorcycle.
if Harley could do, and I mean smaller than a 900. I'm talking about like
Like
between
a 600
like
or
a 650 to a 750.
Either
Well,
way.
you know, everybody's got to realize, like, the ADV market came off of the sport touring motorcycles. They were like, well, let's make a sport touring bike that can do that gravel road. So you got the same engine. So you have those big highway crushing.
Yeah. Well, that's
engines.
the thing about it. Your most popular selling ADV motorcycles, and when I say most popular selling, I mean like the biggest ones, the ones that get known the most,
KLR.
are actually were born as road bikes that they turned to go off road.
Yeah.
Bikes that were off-road motorcycles that turned into dual-purpose motorcycles are stuff more like your KLR and your African Twin. It's not that they don't sell, but they don't hold a candle to a GS or a Tiger.
Well, and I think a lot of people have figured out after they purchase a GS or even a Pan or whatever, a African Twin, they buy this big off-road motorcycle, and you quickly realize you may not be doing, especially now every area is different.
Yeah.
But you may not be doing the off-roading that you thought you were going to be doing.
Yeah.
When you have a 1200cc motorcycle.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, you're talking about looking at bikes that are 250, 300 cc's.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really need 1200 cc's to go off-road? No.
Right.
You absolutely don't. That's
It's
honestly,
fun.
No, it's absolutely
Well,
fun.
it's fun
but
to a point.
It's more than you could ever actually use off-road.
Okay.
It is. Well, and the thing is, it depends on what you're riding. So if you're going, let's say the, what do they call it? The Trans-American Trail, BDR.
Mhm.
Am I right on that?
Something like that.
So there are a lot of areas, depending on which route you take, and there's several routes, but there's a lot of areas out there where it's almost impossible to get a bike over like a KTM 690 or something
Yeah.
on these single bike trails. But, again, me, the reason, knowing all this information and why I would still want a Pan America is essentially it would be my new street light. But I do have the ability to off-road. Now, would that kill my eagerness to buy a, what CC were you thinking about?
Like a 650.
650.
700.
650 Pan America? No. I would love to have two of them. The 650 would be my, when I really want to go, Prince Cooper.
So he's going to put
whatever.
a trailer hitch on the back of his 1250 to tow his 650.
Oh, it's like the dude that had the, I think he had an Ultra or something with a dirt bike.
Yeah,
on the trailer.
towing like a
Yeah.
KLR.
But I think, I mean, if you're talking about sport touring motorcycles and ADV motorcycles, you look. So BMW makes the GS in multiple engine sizes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean,
Triumph makes the Tiger.
I don't know if
in
BMW
multiple-
still makes the 650, but I know the 800
Well,
GS is still popular.
We talked about it. So
motorcycle.
the 650 is sold in foreign countries. They don't bring it to the United States, but they do make the 800.
Well, I
They
think
also make
they must make it in Canada or something then.
Yeah, I think they do make it.
Because I've seen 650s.
Yeah, I think you can import them, but
Yeah.
they don't actively try to sell them in the United States.
Yeah.
But like Triumph with the 800 Tiger versus the 1200 Tiger. I think if Harley Davidson brought a Pan America with a 800 or a 900cc version of the RevMax motor.
Now, I'll tell you this, that Tiger 800 is not a small motorcycle.
No, because it's a Tiger 1200 with an 800.
Well,
But
I'll
yes,
say
you could.
I'll say this: you're half my size. It is a small motorcycle.
It is not a small motorcycle. Because the guy that owns
Marcus, we
is-
can't look down on it too much.
the guy that owns it is bigger than you. And it is not a small motorcycle.
So I have rode an older 800.
Have you rode an older 800 in the woods? That's where, and I guess that's where I'm
Well,
coming to. Size
big.
is relevant,
They're big,
especially in
the woods.
motorcycles.
Well, but
Exactly.
the thing about it is in the woods, realistically, your biggest worry is going to be one of two factors. And one of those should not be a factor if you're smart enough about it. Okay? That's either your handlebars or your bags.
Being in the damn woods.
I disagree. I think there's two factors. I think it's weight
Well,
and
no,
height.
no, when you're talking about your width. When you're talking about being too big.
Well, like when we're riding,
I know, put on a few pounds, but
on the
Jesus.
trails. So you're Prentice Cooper, Haley Road. You come up to that first creek.
Yeah.
Height and weight. Height and weight.
Yeah.
You know, am I going to be able to pick this thing up quick, fast, and in a hurry when I do drop it? Inevitably, because you are going to drop it. But
Well,
Guess what?
they're a lot
ATVs
easier.
you can't pick up. They're heavy. They're
there's
big bikes.
some of them that are
Wait.
heavy.
Most
I mean, real heavy.
Most ATVs. They're heavy.
There's some big ones, man.
That pan that we have is 550 pounds. I think
Go drop it on the trail and then pick it up.
I have.
That thing can get
That's
heavy.
why I'm confused right now, because I picked it up. The biggest thing that I worried about when going off road with that thing was not the weight or the ground clearance, especially when you got into tighter trails. It was the bar width coming into a factor when you're trying to maneuver, and the saddlebags.
And it can be, yeah. But, you know, the saddlebags are
Well,
removable,
I am going
too.
to say
Well, but
the
the thing about it is
Pan
the weight, that bike is not that much of a factor when it comes to weight. A bike is easy to stand up. That Pan America is just as easy to stand up as your street glide.
That
is.
Pan America, I guarantee you, though, when you're really riding off-road and you're going up hills, you're in terrain, that thing can be very cumbersome very quickly. On a flat surface, you're picking it up. Yeah,
I don't know.
you got technique.
But once again, you're making an observation without having experienced it. I have experienced it, and it is not as bad as what you would think at all.
Maybe so, but
But the difference is, potentially, all of your off-road experience is on dirt bikes,
which
Yes.
are
which
300
are
pounds.
200 to 300 pounds.
right.
Yeah.
All of my off-road experience has been on adventure motorcycles, not just the Pan America, but other adventure bikes.
Yeah.
So I'm used to riding 400 to 500 pound motorcycles off-road.
All right, let's do it. I'll take the Valkyrie.
Take the Valkyrie.
See what
Just
I'm
do it.
saying?
Come on.
Yeah,
So-
I think
You
our
were taking
version of
off-road
off-road
once.
is a little bit different, though. What I'm going at, like, I
850
think
pounds on a no
yours
road.
would be
Oh.
great. The 6 something.
But I'm not talking about just gravel road. I'm talking about even getting back on single track.
Yeah, that's where I'm like.
I
that's gonna be a little tough.
would like to take the Pan America on a single track, something like that, where I can see, because I've ridden GS. I had a GS for a little while at 1200, and I'd like to. I never took it off road. I used it as a street motorcycle.
7 minutes.
Sure.
Okay.
I would like to see.
Hurry up, because I got paid too.
You can go outside and the other animals. I would really like to see how it would do in that same circumstance. I agree with you. I think
Smells good, though. It does.
weight is a huge issue that people don't factor in when
Yeah.
they buy these ADV bikes.
Until it's too late. Until
Until
they're
it's
already
too
on it. They're
late.
like, this is a haul. Man, this thing is a lot to
Well,
handle.
because I mean, if you look at it, a lot of people that buy the ADV motorcycles are. I'm going to say older, but I mean like people in their 50s and 60s that are like, well, I might want to go down this. You know, there's a national park that I want to go down this trail on,
Right.
and there might be a camping spot or something like that.
Sure.
Okay, cool. The GS is going to do that perfectly. The Pan America is going to do that perfectly. But when you go down that road and it's rained out and you have that washed out section, you hit that.
Yeah.
you're
Well,
not gonna be able to
And I'm
pick it up.
thinking, Big Four, too.
well, like I
a
said,
lot of that.
you got to remember though, I picked up a Pan America off of Sean in a knee-deep creek.
You're also 97 years old.
I'm Captain America. So, anyways, before we get down rabbit holes,
Tangents.
Yeah.
Tangents.
what realistically, as someone from the industry, I think we're going to see, or my opinion of kind of what I hope we're going to see, that's more along the lines of probably realism. Okay. The one that you want me to say, it's rumored all over social media. I don't know how real it is. I'm not going to lie. I think it would be cool,
Yeah, I think it would.
but I don't know how real it is.
Definitely
He has no
market.
idea what we're even talking about.
Yeah.
The lowrider touring. So out of the box, a factory Softail lowrider with FXRT style fairing and
Okay.
How
color
long
match
have you and
backs.
I
That would actually
Just
be
you and
great.
I have been talking about this bike. How long have we been talking about this?
Well, I mean, we built one at the dealership last year, and me and you have been talking about it. We've probably been talking about it since the M8 came out. Since they came out with the new M8.
God, I would
With
say
the
even
M8 Softail.
before then, probably.
Well, no, I'd say 18.
That would be like, this would be a killer bike that would sell.
Well, since they've came out with the Softail M8 series, people have been building that motorcycle.
Yes. Well, hell, I mean, think about most of your FXRs. The FXRs that we look at and go, ooh, ah. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
And how long have they been doing that? Almost as long as Sons of Anarchy has been out.
So if they do it, so if they do it, super dope. I have no idea. Like, I had someone ask me the other day at work. They were like, "Well, if they did do it, what do you think? How much you think they'd ask for something like that?" And I go,
47,000.
I have no idea.
Harley prices, it's going to be 30.
I think it'd
No.
be about 17, 18.
I'm not going to put a price tag on it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I will. It's going to be 25
no,
plus.
we're not. We're not going to put price
It's going
tags
to be
on it.
25 plus.
We're not going to put price tags on it.
But, you know, I think it would sell. I think it would sell. I think, honestly, here's the situation. Here's the situation you're getting into. You're getting in the situation that Cessna got into back years ago with
Crashing airplane.
Conquest
Value jet.
and the Citation 1.
Value jet.
You go in competition with yourself.
Value
Yeah.
jet.
Value jet.
That's the greatest airline ever.
Well, go fly on them.
Are they still around?
No, they're not, Marcus. That's why they suck.
I was about to say, I was like, wait, are they even still around?
So I have a thing that I do want to talk about, because not being a Harley rider or Harley owner, how do you think the market is going to react to potential things that Harley is going to put out? What do you think the Japanese motorcycle manufacturers are going to do in retaliation?
Nothing.
So, nope. If Harley drops a lowrider touring bike, it will take a couple years, but Japanese manufacturers will start coming out with
Copies.
not necessarily. I mean,
Vulcan S touring.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No,
They'll come out with mid-sized touring bikes.
I don't think they will. And I don't. You know what? Then they shouldn't. You know what? Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Because here's the thing. Their bread and butter right now, what's selling? Small bore, sport bikes. They're going to keep doing it. They do it well. They have no reason to try to compete.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's the thing too. If we were talking about the RevMax engine being put into a smaller CC and making it kind of like the Buell was, like doing something like that, you're going to have a lot of manufacturers of the Japanese persuasion that need to now compete and do something different.
Here's the other thing I hope to see.
I want Honda to come back with another V-twin sport bike.
Yeah, I do too. Here's the thing though, is it really worth
I want a
the
new
innovation?
VFR. Yes.
Well,
yes, it
VFR
is.
was the
I don't-
V4.
Sorry.
Here, I don't think they're
RC51.
RC51. I mean, maybe they might do that, but
But
right
they
now
won't.
their bread and butter is going to be in whatever Harley is not doing. And it's been this way for a long
The
time.
exact opposite of Harley.
So here's the
It's
thing.
Honda's bread and butter.
They
No,
fill
but
all
you
the
know
gaps.
what? They're
Until Harley drops a side-by-side with a RevMax 1250.
And I hope to God they never do it, because I have the feeling it would be awful. So just stick to what you're
What if
good
it's
at.
as good as a Paint America, though?
Here's
But
the
you know
thing.
what?
Here's the thing.
Honda
Dude.
still makes the goddamn
Have you ever
Fury.
seen how he talks like a politician? He's like, here's the thing.
Do what you're good at.
Do you see his hands?
Do
He's
what
a
you're good
politician.
at.
He's a politician here.
Little
Don't
baby
get
hands.
in. Don't start making jet skis and all this other bullshit. I don't want.
You must have some Italian in you.
I don't want.
He's just a little tiny.
I don't
It's
want
the little motorcycle.
a personal
It's the
watercraft
baby.
made by Harley Davidson. I want it made by Yamaha.
You got less than a minute.
So don't go down these rabbit holes. Do what you do.
Okay, so
Do what you
okay,
do best.
so here's the other thing that I hope to see. Realistically, the thoughts on it. Someone needs to go pull the shotgun shells and baste them. That sounded really weird for the podcast.
Just and baste them.
Google shotgun shells recipe, and you will see what we're taking.
Daniel,
They just need to be pulled out, basted, and put back in for about another 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh.
So, just basted in barbecue sauce. So, a bigger CC CVO or a bigger cubic inch CVO from the factory. Bigger engine and a CVO from the factory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a cheese bake.
Is it cooking?
It's like sizzling.
I would probably pull it out then.
Okay.
Yeah.
The CVO
Maybe.
and the specials, way too close.
Make the CVO better.
Make the CVO bigger.
Yeah, like a 131 or
You don't even have to go up to a 131. It could be a 122.
no. Make the CVO something.
A 175.
Oh, damn.
Well, what's Harley makes that?
It's gonna feel great in traffic in Panama.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Harley makes like a 150 something,
No.
don't they?
Harley makes a 131.
No, I'm sorry.
Other manufacturers.
That's S&S.
Other.
S&S makes like a 154 or 156.
Yeah, and I
But that's what I'm saying. Like I think,
understand that.
and we talked about this before, Marcus. Me and you have talked about this. I feel like the CVO is not worth it. I feel like the CVO needs to have some ridiculous engine in it.
Like a Rev Max.
Yeah, it's actually it's got real horsepower.
Look, Lois is like, I've been saying it the whole time.
'Cause
Okay. Keep talking. Keep
my
talking.
Kawasaki makes more horsepower.
Well, and the thing is about the CVO,
24 years old, damn it.
Damn
you
it.
can't build the CVO for what they're selling it for. It does come with a lot of nice creature comforts.
Hey, we talked about that on a couple episodes ago when you weren't
Yeah.
here.
But is it really worth that?
Is it worth it? Here's the thing: money, no issue. I'd buy it.
If that's
I'll
what you're
tell
looking
you why,
for.
though. Here's the thing: I've got a reason why I'd buy it because I'm a cheapskate, and I would still buy it. Because
Well,
I'm trying to mix them up.
okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like we talked about this before with the revival.
Me and Heather have talked about this. If we were to go out and go, we're going to buy a motorcycle purely as a touring motorcycle, just to ride, just to enjoy ourselves, just to put miles on.
I'm gonna buy a Goldwing.
I would buy a CVO Ultra. I would put a set of bars on it that's more comfortable for me, and maybe a different set of slip-ons that were a little bit louder, and I would do nothing else to it but ride it.
And that's the
I'm
good
gonna buy
thing
a
about the
Goldwing.
CVO is you don't have to do anything to it, and that's what
I'm
I
sure
like.
you don't
about it.
have to do
I don't
anything to
like working on shit. I hate it. I like doing my own servicing. That's about it. And I
Yeah.
think the CVO offers that. 3.
Yes,
Yeah,
3. That's
I'm
how
gonna-
long
I'm
he
gonna buy a
hasn't
Goldwing.
been here.
I'm gonna buy a Goldwing.
Hopefully you get a Goldwing in your butt, sir.
No, I got close enough though.
We got
All
close
right.
enough, though.
So it is time for Chop Ride Sale.
Oh,
All right, let's see if the GPZ 900 pops up again.
What?
Mine is
Heather,
so hard.
Do you want to grab 2 for Stephanie, or just at least 1 for Stephanie?
Yeah.
While she's
Oh.
out of the room. Stephanie is cooking us dinner right now. She is a lovely woman, and
You're a
she
lovely
is
woman.
fantastic. I love
I'll
her.
Okay.
grab her one. I didn't
Okay.
even look at it.
Here we go. Who wants to start it out?
Lewis?
I have no idea. I am insane. I'm like, okay,
What are your
which
3
one
bites?
of your 3 children do you want to kill?
All 3?
All
'Cause I
3.
don't have children.
Well, unfortunately, I really like these children.
Okay, what are your 3 children?
Really
Well,
hate
damn.
that for you.
Boss Hoss.
Oh, shit.
I would kill Boss Halls.
I would kill it.
Well, wait.
I don't even know what his other ones are.
No. I'm going to ride the shit out of a 427 Boss Hoss.
And a Boosa.
Oh, God. With the extended swing arm?
Okay, hang on.
Oh,
hang
we
on.
fucking killed.
Hang on. I know what he's going to do.
He's going to...
I already know what he's going to do.
I have an idea.
You want me to put it in order for you from Chop Ride Sale?
All right, go ahead.
Chop Ride Sale.
No, he's going to sell the dirt bike.
No.
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 Here's the thing. All right,
know
so
what
here's
that
what I
was.
need in my life right now.
I've had this
A
before.
Hayabusa.
Dirt bike.
Okay.
I think so.
Been hankering for a dirt bike. Here's what I absolutely... Here's the problem with the bike that I'm going to ride.
Actually, I know someone with a dirt bike they want to sell.
We can discuss that after the show, sir.
All right, so
I need a different one.
customizing the... customizing dirt bike.
I mean, you know what it is.
That's true.
Exhaust and... what else am I going to do with this thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you're going to customize that. You're
Yeah,
probably going to
what
run
else?
different seat, exhaust. Depending on the bike, you might do a skid plate or something
Definitely
like that.
the Pro Taper handlebars.
Like
I love those.
new, probably skid plate.
So, anyways, yeah, this is going to be an enduro bike for sure. I'm riding the hell out of the Boss Hoss.
Are you kidding me?
Really?
Here's the problem.
God.
You are not allowed to talk about Hayabusas ever again on the
Here-
podcast.
Why?
Here's the problem.
Ever again.
Here's the problem. with
Ever
this
again.
bike. Now I've got to
for
figure out
old
how to get
men.
it to Panama.
Dude, not on that.
A
fucking
Boss
thing.
Hoss? I'm going to tell you how to get it to
2.5
Panama.
miles per
You go,
gallon.
you go over to Chat State, get your CDL, and then you ride it to Panama.
That's
see
right.
it.
But I can't believe you. I did the rent for you for the Hayabusa, and you're selling the Hayabusa.
Here's the thing: the deck was stacked against it. I need a dirt bike because I don't have anything that fills that purpose.
You need a Hayabusa because you don't have anything that fills that purpose.
but the Boss Hoss.
You sell that motherfucker. and
He's
get
infatuated with that
35
Boss
You have a Harley.
I love, yeah, but I don't have a Boss Hoss.
He's obsessed
You know
with Boss
what?
Hoss.
You can buy a Valkyrie for significantly less than a Boss Hoss, and it does the
Exactly.
same damn thing.
And it doesn't.
Yes,
Not
it
at
does.
all.
Yes, it
Not
does.
at all.
Let's move on to someone that has some common sense.
Jesus
Stephanie,
Christ.
Thank you.
what motorcycle did you get, dear?
Lewis, I'm
It
disappointed.
says Sick Road King.
Yep. So,
Oh.
Heather, you want to show her what the Sick Road King is, and
I
then,
googled Road King.
well, so Sick is a
It's a
particular
customized.
I'll
motorcycle.
pull up
Go to
his-
my Instagram.
Sorry,
Is it on your Instagram?
Yeah, because I wrote it.
Okay.
because it was a Road King, I'd ride that.
Yeah. So the Sick Road King is a highly customized and modified Road King.
Oh, okay.
So basically, since you have one chip, you're not doing chop ride sell. It's more or less what do you think of the bike itself,
Okay.
and do you like it, and would you ride it type deal.
I gotta
So
find
if it was a regular Road King, yes, you'd ride it. Okay, now this Road King in particular is the bike that we had pictured, but it's not necessarily that. It's would you ride a bike built by these people? So
I don't know if you have it.
yes, I have it. Wait,
Think
find
of a Road
Shannon's
King
motorcycle.
with
Here.
custom bags on it. Saddle. I mean,
I mean, unless
it's
it's like ridiculous. Then,
no, it is
okay.
not. I mean,
It's your
potentially
pretty
ridiculous.
blue color too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good looking
It's a
motorcycle.
good-looking
It's
bike.
definitely one that you'd bring out to like a bike show rather than something that you'd ride on a daily basis.
it's a show bike.
It is definitely a show bike.
It's definitely a show
Oh,
bike.
I remember you showing
Yeah.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't ride that.
It's a show bike. It's
Imagine having a Road King and everything great about the Road King is gone and it's unrideable.
I mean, it's
He
a-
opened the door to tell us.
as he pops his head out the bathroom.
mind you, everybody. Lewis was in the bathroom and he had his pants down when he came outside. So
Yeah. So
Mid
Okay,
poop, by the
so
way.
Muffin.
he has some. Okay. One of these actually, I don't know what.
Okay,
Exactly
well,
what
tell us
someone-
what your three chips are.
Okay, I have a CHPKZ.
Okay,
I don't think I know what that is.
that's a
chips.
chip.
It's a chips. Okay,
California Highway
Never mind.
Patrol.
I know
Yep,
exactly what
CHP,
that is.
California
that's a
Highway
P.
Patrol.
Hell yeah!
I know what that is now. Okay,
I'm actually
got-
impressed we got hands together.
I got a soft tail. I know what that is.
Okay.
And then a silver wing. What exactly is the silver
It's
wing?
the Honda. So you know the Gold Wing.
Yes, I know the gold wing.
So Honda made a 500cc Gold Wing, which was kind of like their small
Google that.
touring bike.
Yeah. It was their FXDR that did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it didn't sell well because everybody wanted the Gold Wing.
I don't know if I've ever
No, I
seen
mean
one.
it's a great motorcycle. I think it might have been 650 cc's.
I think it was
It was
650
either a 500 or 650 cc. Those mid 80s
or 600.
Yeah,
How many cylinders was that?
2 I think. I think it was a twin cylinder. I'm not sure now. Now I'm thinking about it because I'm
Hey,
thinking of
quit.
the CX 500.
Quit.
I don't know if I've ever seen one.
No, they're
Well, later on they changed to a scooter.
yeah. No, the new Silver Wing is a scooter.
Scooter.
It's a super scoot.
Is that? Oh.
Is it a 2-cylinder?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I guess we know
a
which one she said.
transverse,
Oh.
not a flat.
Yeah, it's
What is that
Transverse
one?
twin.
Yeah, it's like the old CX. Yeah, that's
Okay.
okay. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
So it's like a
Okay,
Moto
yep.
Guzzi.
So there's a Honda Silverwing.
Okay.
How similar is that figure?
Can I sell that one?
to, Katana.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. I'm selling the silver wing.
Yeah.
Because I want it.
You get,
Okay.
You get about $300.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you know what I'm doing? I'm customizing that soft tail.
Okay.
I'm customizing, and then I'm just gonna ride that chips back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Woo! I keep seeing the the KZ1000Ps. That's the Chips motorcycle, California Highway Patrol. Man,
It's not a bad
want
looking
one
bike.
so
There's
bad.
some good examples.
Well, you can buy a newer one too. That's
Yeah,
the greatest thing about
they-
it.
So they
Was it
stopped.
2002?
They stopped selling them in 2004.
2004?
So they were carbureted. It's
Yes.
the 1000. It's the 998cc KZ engine, which is actually they
What-
started it in 82.
I was about to say, what is it?
81.
82, and they never changed it.
And they did not change it because guess what?
Uh,
That
well,
engine is.
I
bulletproof.
do know one change that they made. The later ones.
They made 6 speed transmissions attached to it.
The
They
your
went bigger
your
carburetors.
your speedometer and your tachometer are gear driven inside the transmission.
True. I think some of the later ones also have fuel gauges.
I think all of those had the light that came on that said you need gas.
No, the original ones didn't. They didn't start doing the fuel light until the mid 90s to late 90s, and then they started doing. I think some of the early 2000s had fuel gauges. Bo is in the way of everybody. All right, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I want you to go.
All right, so I have the Ducati Panigale V4, the BMW K1600, and the Hyclon 450.
I know which one you're selling.
What do you think? What do you
He
think?
knows which one you're keeping. I know which one you're selling.
which one I'm keeping.
Oh, I know.
don't know which. I think our
Hang on,
ideas
hang
might
on.
be different.
I know.
Because I've done this before.
I know
You've been
which
there.
one he's riding. I know which one he's selling, and I know which one he's
All right, go ahead.
just
Tell me.
Yeah, no,
Are
you
you talking
know.
about me or him?
him.
No. Marcus
He is
knows.
just going to ride the BMW 1600.
That is correct.
All right, which one are we chopping?
He is chopping probably the Panigale
That is correct. And,
And he's
I'm
gonna
going to
sell
sell
a
the
Hyclon.
fuck out of the Hyclon.
because he's going to take the Panigale. He's probably going to, if he can upgrade the suspension anymore, he's going to put a different set of exhaust on it. It's going to become a race bike. He'll do
Yeah.
full race plastics and
that's
stuff like that.
that's
on it.
exactly what I'm
here's
gonna do.
here's what I'm gonna do. All right, so you guys
Throw
just
them at me.
divide.
He's
divide
going to
those
sell
up.
the BMW. That's
Divide
what he's
those
going
up.
to do.
No, we're all gonna keep them. We're all gonna keep them. So pick whichever one you want to keep. All right, I'm gonna pull up on this, and I'm gonna get more views than any of you. And
Yeah,
I'm not.
you're right. Guess what? I'm going to have more fun on the K1600.
I don't think so.
You don't think
I
so?
don't think so.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a 45-minute head start, and I'll meet you there on the Panigale.
I saved my spot.
And I'll give you both a 45-minute start, and I'll come at you
Yeah.
with the K1600.
And you won't catch
you know
me
what?
on the
Hey,
Panigale.
you
You
know
want to
what?
fucking bet?
Hey,
You won't catch
hey,
me on the Panigale.
y'all go ahead and holler at me when you're sitting there at Pandora or at a dealership trying to get this thing serviced in Chattanooga.
Good luck trying to find someone to work on that Hyclon.
This
Yeah.
single cylinder, how hard is it to change the oil in it?
It might be harder
A
than you
10
think.
millimeter.
It might be harder than what you think.
I
You
can't-
don't. No one has a 10 millimeter. That tool does not technically exist.
Look at my
I
toolbox.
got so organized over Christmas. My toolbox, you guys should see it.
Hey,
Do you want to do mine?
hang on. I
Please
still have
help.
3
I can
chips
do
here.
it for you.
Help.
I'm gonna start a
Help.
business. You know how people do
I have-
closets? I'm gonna do
Toolbox.
toolboxes.
Okay, so I have
Just
3
find
chips
all
here.
the 10 millimeters.
3 chips. I have a CB750.
Nice.
I have a Harley Davidson Z90. Are you trying to figure out what that is?
No, I know what it is.
And I have the Purple Rain motorcycle.
Oh God.
You have a shitty hand, is what you have.
Nope.
No,
I'm going
that
to
is great.
sell the Purple Rain motorcycle. The
Yes.
Z90 is going to go in the back of the pickup truck, so whenever I go to rallies and events and stuff like that, I can pull it out of the back of the truck, just vroom, ride around town on it, and I don't have to worry about anything. And I'm going to go to a junkyard, find a wrecked CBR 600 or 1000, and fit the wheels and suspension from it to that CB750.
It's not a bad way to go.
Boom!
Not a bad one. Although I'd say the 750 engine is probably better.
What are you talking about? Then the CBR
I
stuff?
put the 750 engine in a modern frame.
No. I keep the old frame.
No. I'm going the other way.
Oh.
I'm saying keep the engine,
Going the
put
other
it in
way.
a modern frame.
Shit, I
Oh.
keep that thing original. That CB750, that's a classic, man.
Well,
I
you
love
know
that.
somebody's
People
going to pay
love
you
those.
money for those. Yeah.
Well, the good thing about that is there was only like 4 million of them manufactured.
Well, they made them up until the mid 2000s.
But
So
the
you
thing-
had the Nighthawk 750s, the CB 750.
Depending if you want like the classic from the 60s and 70s, the problem, you're right, they made 3 million of them, and about 3.2 of them have been chopped up, and nobody can find them anymore.
I need your
Yeah.
chips.
Well, everybody decided that the cafe racer trend was a popular
And
thing,
then they started.
which is
Well,
which
so
is
the thing
where
is-
companies like the Hyclon, Janus.
The thing is
Janus.
here we don't see it.
What do you mean we don't see
No. Here, for us, the bike is hard to find.
in our house? Yes, I don't have one here.
There
I had
are
a 60
places
here.
like you can go out in places in like Arizona, these motorcycle junkyards,
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of them, and they're not wrecked.
Yeah, but
It was just pulled out of somebody's garage that had been sitting for 25
Well,
years.
you know what
If you get
happens
a good
here?
motorcycle though, you are going to have to sift through 50
Stuff
100
rusts.
motorcycles.
in
Oh well,
Tennessee.
to get anything that's 40 to 50-year-old motorcycle that's in good condition, you're gonna have to sift.
And a
period.
lot of them have been chopped up.
Well, I mean, look. I mean, me and Lewis both own 40-year-old motorcycles.
Well, so here's the thing about it, and I'm gonna straight up honesty. The reason most of those have been chopped up is because you're not it. Every year with your Kawasaki, it's harder to keep it original, and it's not because you don't. It's not you keeping it original. It's because Joe Schmo that goes out right now and finds a 79 Kawasaki that has the front forks on it bent, has a hell of a time trying to find front forks on it, but he goes and talks to this dude over here and he goes, hey, you might not realize this, but a 1995 Ninja 600 front end will bolt straight up to that thing.
Yeah.
Well,
which is true.
a lot. Well, here's the thing too. A lot of
It's getting harder to find the original parts.
The KZs,
That's why it's
the
getting harder to find the
XSs,
original
and the
motorcycles.
the GSs.
Well, they were chopped in the 70s. That was a cool thing to do.
Yeah, but that was in a choppers.
Well,
and those are coming back.
So what happened with the KZs? And it was the same with the Suzuki GS 1100s. And so what they turned them into is drag motorcycles.
Do you remember the movie?
So everything that was 1,000.
Remember the movie Biker Boys?
Oh God.
No.
No, I don't, Marcus.
So all of them are riding like these modern sport bikes.
Hayabusas.
But Orlando Jones is still riding like that Kawasaki KZ1000, all stretched out, purple with the velocity stacks on it.
Oh God.
You know what I'm
I
talking
feel
about?
the same way about him as I do people that stretch out the Hayabusa.
Oh God. I've been trying
Orlando
to put that
Jones
movie into my past and
is
never
awesome.
think about it.
Orlando
And I'm-
Jones is a damn fool.
And I'm going to tell you why Orlando Jones is awesome. Because the movie Office Space, where he acts like he has a crack addiction to sell magazines.
Biker Boys is also the movie that Lawrence Fishburne does like a fucking 360 in the rain on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Don't you hate on Morpheus?
No, I love
Morpheus.
movies. Get drunk bag.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.